What are you up to? You're on personal purpose?
Okay, I've seen you looking in the windows, taking photos inside offices. Is there a reason for that, or do you work for the city, or you?
And then maybe your morals.
Yeah, it's called voyeurism. You can't look into any place that's not open to the public. Okay.
When you have the right to refuse to show your ID when filming in public is legally protected, and how to communicate with public officials without violating the law. Welcome back to Police Overreach, First Amendment Audit. In today's video, a tense confrontation outside Linwood Fire Station number 15 reveals serious misunderstandings or perhaps intentional disregard of basic civil liberties in a public space. This real-life encounter offers a powerful lesson on how to protect your constitutional freedoms. Don't forget to check out the original channel and support the brave independent journalists carrying out First Amendment audits across the country.
What's that?
How you doing?
Good, how you doing?
Good.
Cool.
Are you part of the group that's around a little later?
Group that's around a little later?
Yeah, what are you up to?
Video and photographing?
Okay. For what purpose?
Just my own.
Your own personal purpose?
Yeah.
Okay. Anything I can help you with?
No, just checking it out.
Okay. Cool, thanks.
Yeah, no problem. What's up?
How you doing?
Good?
Got some calls about you walking around. So we're wondering what you up to today.
Fun?
Nothing. Okay, I've seen you looking in the windows, taking photos inside offices. Is there a reason for that, or do you work for the city, or you?
Just out taking pictures and video.
Okay. Well, yeah, video outside's cool, but when you're looking in people's private spaces, taking photos in there, that's not okay.
That's not true.
Yeah.
Unless you're talking like some,
Well,
like
just
we
literally
disagree on morals or something thing, then maybe your morals.
Yeah, it's called voyeurism. You can't look into any place that's not open to the public, okay?
This is absolutely open
No,
to the public.
dude, not an office. Not like that. If you want to go inside the building and talk to a firefighter, you're more than welcome to do that.
This is a public building. I can take pictures from public spaces. This is a public space.
Okay. You understand what I'm
That's why
saying?
you have blinds. I understand what you're saying, but I'm telling you,
Thank
you're wrong.
Okay. Do you need something from this building? Because they don't want you here.
One hand, crap in the other. See which one fills up faster. It's not there.
I'm asking you that. Do you need something from this building?
Yeah, I do.
Because they're asking you, then do you need to contact one of the firefighters? Do you need to talk
That's
to
not
them?
what I need from the building.
Okay, what do you need?
I don't need to talk to you about that.
Okay. They don't want you here. They're uncomfortable with you being here, okay?
Uncomfortable's
Is
their problem.
their right. If they don't want you
Yeah,
here,
it's
you
their
can't
problem.
be here.
This is mine. We're disagreeing here, dude. You need to understand.
Yeah.
This is my building. It's
Understood.
your building.
Right.
Everyone's in that building's building.
So
Look,
they don't want you here. They tell me that you don't.
I'm gonna make
Do you want me to call the fire chief now and ask him, does he
Let
want you here or not?
me put this to the top.
I'm
real
asking
quick
you a
for
question. Do you want
I'm
to
not
just
going to
leave,
answer
or
your
do you want to
question.
just be
I'm
here
not going
and
to
be
answer your
annoying?
question. Let me put this to the top for you.
What do you need?
I'm going to have you put a ring on it.
What do
Are
you
you
need?
going to trespass me or not?
I gotta ask them. They want you. They call me here to say, hey, what do you
You
do
better
when
get
they want
on
you
it,
here?
man.
Do you want to be trespassed? That's what I'm asking.
I'm not. No, I don't. I want to be
Then
on
what's
my
the problem?
property taking photos and videos.
Yeah, you could take photos from a better space than go look at the people's
No,
windows
this
and
is
take
where I need
photos.
to take them from.
Okay. Are you working on something?
I'm not going to talk to you about what I'm doing, okay?
Okay.
I'm not going to help
Are you working on something?
you.
You're not helping me at all.
I
I'm asking
know.
you, are you working on something?
I'm not going to answer those questions.
Because if you're doing something in official capacity, then you're welcome to do what you're doing. But if you're not, then
I'm
that
doing
becomes an issue.
something in a very official capacity.
Okay. So what is it? 'Cause I
I'm
need
not going to
them
tell you.
that. Okay. So if I talk to them and they say they don't want you here, then you'll be removed from the property. You understand that? Now, if you're doing something on official capacity, then you
I'm
can do
telling
whatever
you,
you need to do.
I'm telling you, don't climb that mountain with me.
Oh my gosh.
I'm telling you right
Listen,
now.
Man, listen, I understand that you want to play games and all that stuff.
I don't
I'm
want to
trying
play
be nice to you
games.
as possible.
I'm telling
If you wanna
you, from
continue
one
to do
man
what
to
you're doing,
another,
then that's
don't
fine.
climb that mountain with me.
Go for it.
You got it?
I didn't hear anything you just said, man.
I said, don't climb that mountain with
What
me.
mountain? All I gotta do is
The
make a
climb,
phone
you're
call. I
not
was
getting me
asking
off this property. It ain't happening,
you. You want to
dude.
play that game?
I'm not playing a game with you. I'm being
I'm
dead
asking
serious.
you right now, do you really want to play this game?
I'm being dead serious.
You want to be trespassed from the fire department? That makes no sense. Because you might need a fire department one day. I'm asking you.
Listen
do
to
you want
what
to go on
I'm
with your way?
telling you. Open your ears.
You're not listening to me. That's your problem.
I don't need to listen to you. You're a public servant.
You're asking these questions. A public servant with the authority to trespass you from a facility. Yes, you're not understanding.
You really want to do that for the city?
If they want to do that, we're going to do that. That's what I'm asking you.
Well, you make that decision, man.
That's totally up to you.
No, I'm going to go back about my business. Am I being detained?
No, you're not being detained.
See you later.
All right.
Don't climb that mountain with me.
All right, well, I'll see you in a little bit.
Yeah, I guess I will. Actually, I'm just... Hey, man.
We're not talking to you.
Hey, too bad.
Stay where you're at.
Too bad. You don't want to go up this. You don't want to go up this mountain with me.
I'm asking you what you want to do.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to you.
You don't need to talk to anybody.
You don't want to do this.
All
This
right.
is going to cause a problem for your fire department. A very, very bad legal problem for your fire department.
So you understand?
So if you
we're in a
guys
private
want
space
to,
right now. We're in a private
if you want to
space, we're talking about
conspire,
official
it's not a
business.
private
If
space.
you want to walk over
This
there
is
and
public
talk, you can
space.
talk.
This is public space.
Do you want to talk about something different? You said you're here for
No.
official capacity.
I am.
It does not seem that way to me.
This is a public space. If you want a private
here,
conversation,
you will be
go
removed.
inside
Do you
there.
understand that?
If you want a private conversation, go in there.
All right. What do you guys want to do with them?
I'll talk to you inside.
There you go. Create your privacy. Look at that. Jesus Christ.
I missed it. What's going on?
Your partner's about to make a really, really, really big mistake. You might want to talk to him first. He's putting his pride before his smart decisions.
I gotcha. So what's the...
I'm just here collecting video and photo for something that I need to do.
Okay.
And the fire department's uncomfortable.
Okay.
Too bad, you know?
Can I ask what you're collecting video for?
You can ask.
Yeah. What are you collecting video for?
I'm not going to tell you.
Okay.
It's my private reason, and that's it. Listen, I'm telling you, go have a conversation with that guy before you guys make a seriously huge mistake.
What do you think we're gonna do that's a mistake?
You're going to trespass me.
Okay.
Well, you don't want to do that. I'm telling you.
Okay.
I am telling you that is a mountain you do not want to climb with me.
I gotcha. What's the issue with trespassing?
Well, I've committed no crime, first of all, so I can't be trespassing from property I've committed no crime on when it's public. All I'm doing is on public property that I pay for with my tax dollars is collecting photo and video.
Gotcha.
I can go down to the police station. I can go onto the recreation center land and do it. I just got done with City Hall collecting photo and video.
Okay.
Out back, inside, everything else.
Okay.
You guys are law enforcement, not feelings enforcement. Their policies, their feelings, their frustrations over being filmed or video, I mean, they can have them, they're entitled to them,
Sure.
but they don't get to infringe upon my rights and liberties just because they're uncomfortable. You're not the uncomfortable police. So what I would do is actually like to request you get a supervisor down here, a corporal, a sergeant, lieutenant, whoever.
Okay.
Because that dude's about to make a grandiose mistake.
He's requesting.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. I'll be right back.
Yep. Sergeant's coming.
Oh, I don't. It's something totally different.
Okay.
Boy.
Is your sergeant on the way?
He's on the way.
Okay.
Were you filming inside the windows?
I'm just asking if your sergeant's on the way.
No, I'm just asking if you were filming into the windows.
Okay.
You don't want to answer? Or?
No.
Okay. That's fine. You were doing what you were doing. That's...
I've been collecting
I understand.
video and film from
understand.
public property.
Sure.
Yeah.
You do this all over the place, or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All over the country.
Okay. You got a YouTube channel or something like that?
For collecting film and photo?
Yeah. Some people make YouTube videos out of them.
Oh,
That's why I'm asking.
no.
No? No YouTube channel?
No.
You don't post your videos anywhere I can look up or anything like that?
No?
Just out of my own personal curiosity.
No, I just go around and I like to make sure that government facilities are kept clean and up, squared away, all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Some places you go to, it's a nightmare, and other places you go to, it's nice, and it's good to know how tax dollars are being spent.
What do you mean by nightmare? Like, what would constitute a nightmare?
Newport, Washington's PUD.
PUD. What is that?
Public Utilities District.
Okay.
Their PUD is a nightmare.
How so?
Holes in their fence. You could just walk right through and get access to the transformers that they use to, So I mean, people talk about the grid being, the power grid being super important and all that kind of stuff, and then they have holes in the fence and leaving gates unlocked and all that kind of stuff.
Gotcha.
And with PUDs, like with other effectively granted monopolies for power stations and whatnot, they enjoy that privilege of having a monopoly on it.
And by monopoly, you mean people don't have any other choice but to use their...
Well, yeah, because, I mean, if you look at Avista, Bonneville Power, right? I mean, you and I can't just be like, hey, let's just go and buy $4 billion of electrical equipment and we'll just set up a power company. It's a big barrier to enter.
Sure.
So you go around and you check out these places and you see if they're, spending dollars wisely. And they're spending private dollars is effectively spending public dollars in a way, because they're being granted the ability to have a effective monopoly.
So when you come across something like that, that's a nightmare. What do you do with that information?
I take the video footage, I send it to the city, to the county, to the PUD commissioners, because public utilities district commissioners are elected officials. So you can go to them and say, hey, here's this problem, on your property. If you don't fix it, it's going to be a big problem for you, blah, 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 right? So you get them to fix it before it becomes a big problem. It doesn't become a big problem. So
do you know of any change that you've affected by doing this?
Yes, I've gone to some different municipalities where they've had like unsecured areas that they wanted secured. And you're like for example, if they wanted this secured, you just erect a fence, put no authorized personnel only, or if you don't want people driving back there, authorized vehicles only. They put it up, boom. Now the people know when they come up, don't go back there.
Gotcha.
So
makes sense.
It does, and I mean, it's just the whole point of all of this is to order society in a way that's beneficial to everyone and limits negative outcomes issues.
So has anything you've done by filming and doing what you're doing, can you see that being a disruption to the services that the people who work at places like this fire station?
No, because if you're doing things that are completely lawful,
right,
then it shouldn't be a disruption.
But from their point of view, and this is why we got called, is they thought you were acting strange, right?
Okay.
And they're scared when people act strange around places like fire departments, police stations, city halls, right?
Yeah.
So it disrupts, in a way, strange behavior disrupts what they need to do.
Look, on a colloquial level, does it disrupt?
I don't know that word. I'm not that
So
smart.
colloquial, just as a sort of side reference to the notion of disruption. Does it possibly cause disruption? In that way, perhaps, sure. But what really matters at the end of the day is what I'm doing disorderly, because there's a statute or ordinance for that.
Sure.
Is what I'm doing.
I'm not saying you committed a crime.
No, I know, I get that. What I'm saying is,
what I'm getting at is you're trying to provide a service to the people to make sure that
Yes.
government agencies and entities, and even private ones in some cases, that provide a service to the public are operating as best that they can so that people get their money's worth.
and that we're not having social norms become quasi-laws. That's the problem. So what you're inferring, and I get it, odd behavior is considered odd because somebody says, I don't view that as normal.
Sure.
Therefore, since it's not normal and it's odd,
Sure.
there's potentially something wrong with it. So I'm going to call somebody to talk about it, right?
Right.
Okay. So with that being said, when you look at it like that and you say, when they are concerned and they call law enforcement, let's say,
Sure.
and law enforcement shows up, what really matters is, has the people through their elected officials, their representatives, their senators, their governor, whatever, have they enacted a law that accounts for X? If not, it may be strange to someone, it may be normal to someone else,
Sure.
but we haven't agreed as a society that that is X, let's say disorderly or whatever, or harassing or
Sure.
whatever, right? So if that's the case, then what do? Well, we just say, okay, I guess I'll just have to deal with that. Or erect a fence, or...
So there is a statute actually called obstruction,
Sure.
where if you're disrupting a public officer from doing their business, that's a crime.
Obstruction requires physical intervention.
It does not.
It does, absolutely. Yeah, it does.
Okay.
It totally does. Obstruction can't be some subjective determination, because that could change with the whimsy of every
Let me
person.
give you this scenario, right?
Sure.
I am responding to a violent crime,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
And a person is standing in the way of where I need to get to.
Sure. Yeah.
Right.
That's blocking you.
Or I am dealing with a violent subject,
Sure.
and somebody over here next to me is chipping away, dividing my attention to make the thing safe.
Mm-hmm.
Would you not say that's obstruction?
It depends on case law. Now, the fact of the matter is like, if someone's impeding you, physically blocking you from
Sure.
getting from X to Y, sure. I mean, I could see that. But there is no absolute standard to that other than what is set out in the statute, and it's very clear, as well as case law, that different levels of courts have ruled on. Anyway, so, Sergeant?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Cool.
go for you.
So, these people have some sort of concern here at the fire department about me filming and videoing from a public space. I had a disagreement with this officer about me filming from and videoing from a public space,
What are you defining as a public space?
public property. There's nothing here that indicates I cannot be present on this property.
Okay,
There's
you
no
can't film
sign.
directly inside windows.
There's nothing that says I cannot film outside this building.
I'm telling you, you can't film inside the windows of the public building.
Okay,
You can't do it.
I'm
You can do it from the
saying there's
sidewalk,
nothing that prevents me from doing this. The eyes can't be trespassed. That was ruled on in 1948.
Okay.
Okay, U.S. versus McDonald.
What are you trying to accomplish?
I'm trying to collect video and photo footage of this fire department.
Like the interior operations of it?
That's all I'm doing, is just collecting photo and video. That's it. From a public space. Certainly I'm not going to go inside. I have no right to go inside, except for maybe the lobby. You know, so.
Okay. The lobby's closed now, isn't it?
Well, yeah, and I can't get in. Exactly. I mean, what I'm saying is, like, if I was going to go inside, I would only go to the publicly accessible areas, like a lobby. And I've collected my footage, but I just, disagree with this officer, so I wanted to have you come up here so we could have this explained. I can film and photo from a public space. The eyes cannot be trespassed, and my speech cannot be priorly restrained. So, gosh, that case law is about, 40 years old, gentlemen?
I think what you guys were talking about, though, is you're talking about operational obstruction, right? If your behavior is so concerning that it takes them away from the job that they're supposed to be doing, whatever that may be, then we're talking about operational obstruction.
Yeah, well,
I'm not accusing you of that. I'm not charging you with that right now. I'm just saying, if you're peeking in the windows at somebody who's trying to sleep, right? Or if you're peeking in the windows at somebody that does not want to be seen in that capacity because you don't have a legal authority to actually look at that, and recording them and taking them away from those duties, that's a problem, right? That's an operational obstruction.
yeah, the case law you're referencing in Washington State, that's regarding residences. And well, hold on, I know, Killer. What you're saying is, here's this building that some people sleep in at sometimes. Okay? There are designated places for that. I have never photoed or...
Do you know where those places are?
Listen, all I'm saying is, I've never photoed or videoed anything I can't. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Unless you have evidence to corroborate, reasonable articulable suspicion that in fact I have done that, and you have that reasonable articulatable suspicion.
I have a battalion chief saying he's concerned about the safety of the occupants of the building.
Well, I'm concerned that Vladimir Putin's an asshole and doing shit he shouldn't be doing in Ukraine.
Okay.
I mean, you want to go over the list of grievances we have as human beings?
Not
Sure, it'll
really.
be pretty damn long.
I just want a resolution.
Okay, well,
What's your plan now?
I'm done. I've collected all my
Okay,
footage.
sounds like we're done.
Good here?
Thank you.
All right. Poor little baby man.
Thank you for watching the video until the very end. The main figure in this video, an independent journalist, was armed with nothing but a camera and a clear understanding of the First Amendment, yet through knowledge and calm determination, he was able to make the officers back off, preventing an unlawful removal. Today's video not only exposes an instance of overreach, but also serves as a powerful reminder your power as a citizen comes from your understanding of the law and your ability to use it correctly. What do you think about the officers' actions in this video? Was it a temporary misunderstanding or a sign of a deeper problem in how civil rights are taught and understood? Leave your comment below, share the video so more people can learn how to protect their rights, and don't forget to subscribe to Police Overreach so you never miss our upcoming content. See you again soon.